Good evening, San Antonio ISD. Welcome to the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. We appreciate those of you who have arrived early. For those of you entering the stadium, please help yourself to complimentary water bottles, fans, and programs located at the entrance of the stadium. And as you enter the facility, we encourage you to practice social distancing and find your way to your seat. We want to keep everyone healthy and safe, so we appreciate your support. Tonight's graduation ceremony is also being live streamed. To watch, you can log on to www.saisd.net/graduation 2022. We are streaming live right now, so check us out. In the meantime, enjoy the music being provided by our very own YMLA band under the direction of Mr. Robert Gomez, and check out our images on our big video board. Our graduation ceremony will start shortly at 8 p.m. Good job to our YMLA band under the direction of Mr. Robert Gomez. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please give them another round of applause. Good job, band. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley's Class of 2022 graduation ceremony, taking place right here in the historic Alamo Stadium. It's a nice evening for a great graduation. You can get an up-close view of tonight's graduation ceremony by visiting our district website and checking out our live stream. Click www.saisd.net/graduation 2022 to watch our big event. We are actually streaming live right now, so tell your family and friends. We appreciate those of you who have arrived early. For those of you entering the stadium, please help yourself to complimentary water bottles, fans, and programs located at the home entrance side of the stadium. And as you enter the facility, we encourage you to practice social distancing and find your way to your seat. We want to keep everyone healthy and safe, so we appreciate your support with social distancing. Our event will start at 8 p.m. That's in about 15 minutes. Sit back and enjoy the sights and sounds on the big video board. San Antonio ISD, congratulations to all our graduates, family, and friends. It's graduation night, a once in a lifetime experience for our seniors. We appreciate each of you who have come out this evening to support our proud graduates from the class of 2022 at the Young Men's Leadership Academy, our first official graduating class in school history. Yes, our seniors have dreamed of graduation, and it's finally here. We have roughly 25 seniors ready to get their high school diplomas. It's a big night. If we could please direct your attention to the staging area on the north side of the field underneath the big video board, our YMLA graduates are about to enter the seating area on the field. As they enter, let's all welcome them in and show how proud we are of them. Ladies and gentlemen, San Antonio ISD proudly presents the class of 2022 from the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley.
You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Derek Brown, principal of the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley. On behalf of the Young Men's Leadership Academy, I welcome everyone to our special celebration of the graduating class of 2022. Thank you all for being here today. The faculty, staff, and administration of the Young Men's Leadership Academy thanks you for helping us make this year's graduation ceremony special. Our graduates have worked extremely hard for 4 years and have met the requirements set forth by the Texas Education Agency. This is one of the most important accomplishments to date in these young men's lives. We thank you in advance for making graduation 2022 a memorable celebration and ask that once your graduate has crossed the stage, you would hold your applause so the next graduate has their moment to shine.
De parte de los maestros y el personal de la preparatoria Young Men's Leadership Academy, doy la bienvenida a todos a nuestra celebración especial de la clase de graduados de 2022. Gracias a todos por estar aquí hoy. La facultad, el personal y la administración de Young Men's Leadership Academy le agradecen por ayudarnos a hacer que la ceremonia de graduación de este año sea especial. Nuestros graduados han trabajado muy duro durante 4 años y han cumplido con los requisitos establecidos por la Agencia de Educación de Texas. Este es uno de los logros más importantes hasta ahora en la vida de estos adultos jóvenes. Le agradecemos de antemano para hacer la graduación de 2022 una celebración memorable y le pedimos que una vez que su graduado haya cruzado el escenario, detenga su aplauso para que el próximo graduado tenga su momento para brillar.
Please rise for the presentation of colors presented by the Sam Houston JROTC, as well as the national anthem sung by the YMLA Choir, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag presented by Jonathan Rodriguez. The Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag will be presented by Jonathan Rodriguez. Will the audience please stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Point us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. I now introduce to you Henry Campos, our 2022 class president, who will share tonight's reflection of gratitude.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever graduating ceremony for the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Phyllis Wheatley. Before I begin, I would like to have a moment of silence for the 19 students and 2 teachers that were sadly taken from us on May 24th, 2022. These young children will never get to experience what we are experiencing tonight. Now, if everyone could please pause with me in a moment of silence. Thank you. First off, I would like to begin by thanking all the parents and families that are here with us tonight. Without all the encouragement you all have given us, we wouldn't be here crossing the stage tonight. The senior class would also like to thank the entire YMLA faculty and staff for putting up with all of our shenanigans for the past 7 years. They made sure we had everything turned in when grades were due and gave us numerous opportunities to turn in missing work. We would also like to extend our gratitude to the lunch ladies for making sure we had something to eat every day. Without them, we wouldn't be the big, strong men we are now. Also, thank you to the custodians for cleaning up after us. They made sure our school was always clean and reminded us of our responsibilities to keep our campus clean as well. And last but not least, I would like to thank the class of 2022 for all the amazing memories we have made here at YMLA. I'm glad to call you my brothers. If we went to any other high school, we wouldn't have the bond that we have now. I'm going to miss y'all. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Jaime Aquino, administration, staff, and faculty of the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley, we welcome you to our 2022 commencement exercise. It is my privilege at this time to introduce our platform guest, Dr. Jaime Aquino, Superintendent of Schools, Arthur Valdez, Board Secretary, District 4, Leticia Ozuna, Board Trustee, District 3. Patty Radel, Board Trustee, District 5. Patty Salzman, Deputy Superintendent, Office of Academics and School Leadership. John Norman, Senior Executive Director, Office of Innovation. Angelica Romero, Assistant Superintendent, iZone. Dr. Kenneth Thompson, Chief Technology Officer. Nicole Franco, Chief of Staff. Dr. Johnny Vahalik, Assistant Superintendent of College Career and Military Readiness. Representing YMLA's faculty and staff is our administrative team, as well as our founding teachers, who have been a part of our school since we opened our door in 2015. Mr. Daniel Luna, Assistant Principal. Candace Dodd, Lead Counselor. Tony Green, Athletic Coordinator. Lanice Carpenter, ELA Instructional Coach. Sophia Gonzalez, Elementary English Language Arts. Christopher Hill, Middle School Social Studies. Ruben Pena, Elementary Math. Charles Lopez, Choir. Brian Foster, Middle School Math. Also representing the Young Men's Leadership Academy, our most distinguished and important senior class leaders. Jeremiah McDonald, valedictorian. Edgar Rodriguez, salutatorian. Henry Campos, senior class president. Jonathan Rodriguez, senior class vice president. It is my privilege now to introduce the top 2 scholars from Young Men's Leadership Academy, class of 2022. This year's salutatorian is Mr. Edgar Rodriguez, the son of Edgar Rodriguez and Blanca Belmares. Edgar Rodriguez attended Arnold Elementary before enrolling at YMLA in the 6th grade. Edgar gives new meaning to the words driven and determined. He has consistently sought out independent learning experiences outside of his regular coursework. These experiences include being in the Youth Leadership Council with UT Health, participating with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute, R2L Next Gen, and completing numerous engineering programs like PrEP and MITES. He has received numerous prestigious recognitions such as National Hispanic Scholar from College Board, AP Scholar, and a Valero Bowl Scholarship recipient. His favorite subjects were college chemistry and geometry. Edgar will be pursuing a degree in chemical engineering at the University of Notre Dame. Edgar was admitted to UT Austin, University of Rochester, and Penn State. Edgar encourages his YMLA brothers to always strive for more and never accept less. Ladies and gentlemen, Edgar Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. My name is Edgar Rodriguez, and it is an honor for me to welcome students, parents, family members, and members of the school board here tonight. Thank you for everyone for coming. It is truly amazing to be a part of the first graduating class of YMLA, but to have people that we love here makes this experience even better. To be honest, I never thought this day would come. It always felt like the finish line was just there, but it looked blurry. But as Mr. Brown used to say during his guide talks, we are now only a few meters away from crossing the finish line and graduating high school. My bad. This race has been a 7-year journey for most, for our seniors, and less for a few others. But hey, now we're here together, soon to become the first ever graduating class. Congratulations, we made it. The idea of friendship is an important belief of mine. We as humans are social creatures, so if we were to not have interactions, then it can become difficult and sometimes feel lost. Friendship can present itself in many different shapes and forms. My closest friends span from home, school, and the many different extracurricular activities outside. These relationships that I've created have helped me to keep going and never give up. As I reflect back on the past 7 years, the things I remember the most are my friends. To me, the most important part of a school journey is the people around you and who you hang out with. To quote the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower, they say if you make one friend on your first day, you're doing okay. Going into Young Men's as a 6th grader, I did not know what to expect. I was anxious because I had grown up with only one sister and never had a brother. So to be around boys felt 24/7, felt intimidating. I still remember my first day as if it was yesterday. I vividly remember Mr. Brown at the WW White Auditorium, and everyone seemed excited. I remember Brown and the firefighters promising us a splash day with the hoses, so I expect to see them later as we head out. But in all seriousness, middle school was great. Every day was a new adventure, and no day was ever the same. The teachers and staff of the time created such wonderful communities and great experiences for us. And by the end of my 6th grade year, I no longer had one sibling. I had an entire group of boys I can now call my brothers. Those relationships carried throughout my 7 years here, and I still stand by that statement. The bonds I've been able to make with my class are unbreakable. Although I was successful in creating friendships at school, my base at home was with my sister Eugenia. When we were little, she was the person who I wanted to be. She is my idol and the example that I've followed for the past 18 years of my life. Since I can remember, she would always tell me what to do and how to be successful. For example, when I didn't want to do a summer program, she would push me and encourage me to keep going and to break out of my boundaries. This has led me to be the student that I am today, a soon-to-be college freshman at Notre Dame. My sister wasn't the only one who helped me. Her army of friends became my army of friends and would cheer for me on the sidelines. So thank you, Mia, Lola, Hannah, and Abby. These YWLA friends and I have created so many thoughtful memories together over the years. One person in particular is my closest friend and confidant I met through the pre-freshman engineering program, Miss Isabella Mazuka, or as I like to call her, my Bella Bear, Bazooka, my son, my person. She too understands the bond of a small campus as a recent graduate of YWLA. And ever since prep, we've been still talking and getting to know one another through our funny conversations and deep talks. Through our ups and downs, we've managed to ride this roller coaster together. I'm so proud to call her my best friend. She is the person who I look up to. Her perseverance in school, as well as her strong determination, many times left me feeling like an amateur in comparison to her. But steel sharpens steel, and ultimately we grow stronger when we surround ourselves who are strong. She sharpened me and made me stronger. She and I have also traveled through many places together as we dove into books and music. We have gone through Afghanistan and seen beautiful kites, saw a golden carp in the waters of New Mexico, and climbed mountains to throw cutlery from. Thank you for being a part of this ride with me, B. I would not be the person that I am today without you. To my parents, Ama y Apá, palabras no pueden describir qué tan agradecido estoy en tenerlos como padres. Ustedes me han dado todo y con su apoyo ojalá les haya hecho orgullosos. Estos últimos años he tenido muchas bendiciones, pero igual he fracasado. Pero lo que he aprendido de los dos es de que tienes que continuar y seguir siendo fuerte. Siempre lo diré, pero tener padres como líderes me influye a ser también igual para hacer un cambio en mi comunidad, mi país y el mundo. He aprendido, Apá, te doy las gracias por ser la persona calmada en situaciones estresantes. He aprendido muchos consejos, como para no enojarme me dices que nomás los tamales se enojan. O cuando tengo pena, me dices que vergüenza robar y que te vean. Ama, lo que he aprendido de ti es de ser fuerte y no tener miedo de enseñar mis emociones. Has trabajado mucho por mí y Eugenia y hacer que nunca se nos falte algo. De veras que tengo mucha suerte en tenerlos como padres. Como siempre, los quiero muchísimo, su hijo Maximiliano. Now for my Oscar speech moment. I want to thank all my friends that I've made throughout these past 7 years. To Daniel and Nick, AJ, Maddie and Ruth, I love all of y'all. And also Francis, for being a good friend and always being there for me and vice versa. To my small and mighty class, we did it. I'm grateful to have known all of you, especially Jeremiah, John, Renee, Lorenzo, and Tristan and Nathaniel. Thank you to all. I want to shout out to my family in Monterrey, pronto los veré, y gracias a mis tíos y tías y todos los que vinieron a apoyarme hoy. And shout out to the class of 22 at Wide Ville. Thank you to all of my teachers, staff, and admin for always supporting me. Ms. Dodd, thank you for being the best counselor in the world. And although she couldn't be here for the last few weeks, Ms. Moore, thank you for being our college counselor and doing a great job at it. As we reach the end, I want to remind everyone to call their friend tonight and tell them that you love them. Let's all be kind to people for a change. You all got a friend in me. Thank you.
Will Edgar Rodriguez's family please stand and be recognized? Thank you and congratulations. It is now my privilege to introduce YMLA's first valedictorian, Mr. Jeremiah McDonald. Jeremiah is the son of Curtis and Leanna McDonald. He attended La Promesa Christian Academy and was homeschooled before enrolling at YMLA in the 6th grade. Since his arrival, Jeremiah has been involved in ROTC, Boys State, and a cyber patriot while immersing himself in his favorite subjects of math and writing. Jeremiah comes across as someone who marches to the beat of his own drum, who does not conform, and who has proven himself as a hard worker throughout all of his 7 years here at YMLA. He was named an AP Scholar as well as a high-ranking executive officer in ROTC. Jeremiah's advice to his YMLA brothers is, don't let the world sway you. Remain steadfast and persistent as you face challenges in your lives. Excellence isn't found in a single moment. It is a habit formed from consistency. Jeremiah plans to take a gap year as he will be volunteering, working, and planning to do mission work with his church. In the following year, he will attend LeTourneau University and plans to follow his passion and pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, I present our valedictorian, Jeremiah McDonald.
All right, I'm gonna try and keep this speech short because I know I could go all day, but I'm pretty sure we all want to get out of here and be graduated. So, first of all, I would like to thank God. Without him, I would not be in the position I am today, nor would I be standing before anyone. He is the source of my strength and my wisdom. I've stumbled and fallen more times than I can count, but every time he has been there to help me back up. Even when I felt most alone, I know that he was there by my side. Even if I didn't realize it at the time, I appreciate that he has taught me more than I can know, and he has brought me out of every single thing that I've ever stumbled into. I cannot thank him enough for all he has done and all I know he will continue to do in my life. And I know he will continue to do many things in each of your lives as well. All you have to do is call upon his name. I would also like to thank my grandfather. Though he may not be here today to see where I am standing, I know he already knows where I'm standing. I can remember back to middle school when he'd be walking through the halls and he'd be telling complete strangers, "There goes the valedictorian of this future class." And I'll be honest, I was pretty embarrassed. I was shooting for valedictorian, but I didn't want everybody to know. As I look back, I do thank him though, even though I was really embarrassed, because he allowed me to see that the abilities God gave me are more than I can ever thank him for. And it allowed me to grow confidence in those abilities because of how he appreciated me. So I thank him very much. Next, I would like to thank all of our custodians because, well, you can't really run a school if it's not clean all the time, especially when you have boys running around all day, every day, boys being boys. Oh my goodness. They're the foundation of every single campus, every single district building, and we cannot thank them enough for all that they do for us. Next, I would like to thank the office staff because they help organize things and make sure the school actually runs day to day. And we have to, the wind's blowing hard today, I guess. And I'd like to thank them for all that they've done. And I'd also like to thank the administration. They've had to make some of the hardest, they'd have to make some of the hardest decisions for us. And many times, we may not agree with those decisions, but I know they always put their best foot forward in the direction that they saw best. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank all the special people by my side through thick and thin, all of my brothers here today and all of my brothers wherever they are. And I cannot thank them enough because they helped me stand when it was hard to, and they helped me see the grace that God has and helped me stand through God. Throughout the years, our class has faced many challenges. Being the first class every single year, we were experimented on with our curriculum a lot of times. So it wasn't very fun. I'm sure you can remember the bane of our existence in middle school, IXL, and then later on in high school, AP classes. But as we rose above those challenges, we will continue to rise above challenges in our futures. As you move through life, things will only become more difficult. But as you have overcome these obstacles, so too shall you rise to the challenge. Each of you should hold dear to your hearts, your family, your loved ones, and your friends as you seek your dreams and make them a reality. Go out into this world steadfast and ready for anything that comes your way. Thank you.
Will Jeremiah McDonald's family please stand and be recognized? Thank you and congratulations. At this time, we would like to recognize the outstanding achievements of the class of 2022. Please hold your applause until the entire group is standing. Students who are graduating with the Summa Cum Laude designation, please stand. Thank you. Please remain standing. In addition to recognizing our students graduating with the highest academic honors, we will also recognize our students graduating with the Distinguished Academic Honors Magna Cum Laude and cum laude. At this time, will the graduates that are graduating magna cum laude please stand and remain standing? Those graduating cum laude, please stand. This group of students represents those who have met the very highest standard in their academic achievement. Thank you, gentlemen. Please be seated. Good evening, class of 2022. I am honored to stand before you tonight as we celebrate you. And I have spoken to you well over 500 times in Guy Talk. I've told you every story I possibly had about myself, every story that I read, all with the aim that you would remember these events and that you would align or find yourself somewhere in these stories and that they would inspire you to continue to grow into the man that I see you have become. It has been my honor, privilege, and pleasure to work with you over these last 7 years. It is rare that I am at a loss for words, but as I stare out, I have to look away because I get choked up. I love each of you. I wish the absolute best for each of you. And more so than that, these gentlemen standing on the stage, I thank you for your leadership. I know that if I were not able to be here, you would carry on and you would do it the YMLA way. So often it has been in those tiny moments that no one has acknowledged that I felt the most proud. I know that each of you are intelligent and that you can do great things on the sports courts, but in tiny moments when you thought no one was watching. On a bus one day, I'm looking at a video and two younger kids stand up and they come to each other in this big heated argument. Tristan walks on the bus and he places a hand here and he places a hand here and he sits them both down without saying a word and he walks off and they stay seated. That's the young man who said he wasn't going to college. I think he said it just to frustrate me. And then he received the first notification that he was accepted into school. Just last week, in speaking with our valedictorian, Jeremiah, and we were talking about plans for his future, he seemed to be more mature than his years. I was really taken aback because I know he's an intelligent individual, but intelligence and wisdom are two separate things. And the wisdom that he showed in making his own decision of what he wanted to do with his life and why, it absolutely humbled me. And as we talked in those few moments, I actually felt a calmness come over myself. That is a gift. And I know that he will do great things in the world, and I hope you realize the power of that gift. And right now, as you look around at what's going on in the world, a gift such as that is needed more than anything else I can think of. We also alluded to the other members on stage and their dedication and their hard work. But each of you gentlemen have overcome so much. I remember when you started in 6th grade, how small you were and how frightened you were. And to watch you now, you're giants on the inside. Of course, you're all bigger than me, but where you are on the inside is what moves me. And I'm excited to just imagine the things that you will do in the world. But the last piece of advice I will give to you is that you are not ordinary. You are not average. It is no accident that you are sitting here in this space and I am speaking to you, because this was my dream, to encourage others and to let them know of the gifts that they have inside of them. And Jeremiah alluded to the fact that the world will try to sway you. That is a fact. One of the first conversations we had was about the hero's journey, and that is what you're on. And there will be ups and there will be downs on this journey. And this is one of the celebratory moments, but there will be a time where you will be challenged. And I would ask that you would stand by your own convictions. because everyone will face that one day. But once you leave and you've turned that tassel, you are indeed your own man, responsible for your own decisions. Please stand firm in your convictions and your beliefs. Please remember everything that you were taught. And most importantly, please come back home, because even as the words leave, I miss you already. Congratulations. At this time, Trustee Ozuna, board member of the San Antonio Independent School District Board of Education, please come forward to accept the Young Men's Leadership Academy Class of 2022.
Class of 2022, and your friends and family and Principal Brown and your teachers and our Superintendent Aquino and all of my fellow trustees. It is such an honor to be here today recognizing your accomplishment. I'm deeply honored to have the privilege of being a part of this commencement, which recognizes the Young Men's Leadership Academy Class of 2022. What a great day for you. After years of attendance, testing, class participation, it's done and completed. I'm proud of you, but I have to say, I'm pretty happy I can wear my graduation robes. See, I got this degree when I was 50 years old, and I didn't do it alone. Just like you, my robes were earned by persistence and choices, and not earned alone. There's a lot that I wanted to say, but I don't have very much time because they're gonna pull me off the stage. So I thought I would share 3 guideposts that I used after graduation, and they served me well, and I hope they work for you too. And I'm only sharing 3 because if I do too many, y'all aren't gonna remember any of them. And if I do fewer than 3, it's gonna look like I wasn't trying. So number 1, build your circle. I think a number of people today on this stage have said pretty much the same thing. We can call it mutuals, you can call it your family, but whatever it is, you need one, because, you know, as an adult, there are gonna be some tough days ahead. Not all of them, but they'll be there. You wanna make sure you have people in your life who support you when it gets hard. It could be a parent, a sister, a brother, a husband, a wife, a partner, but a good and supporting friend makes a difference in recovering from a setback. Guidepost 2, be there. Our job as mutuals, family, BFFs, dude bros, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, it's not over. Our beloved graduates will make some questionable and rash decisions with consequences, some good, some bad, some unexpected. And in this moment of sharing, let me share a couple of bad decisions in my family in the last 20 years. And I'm included in this mix too. Someone spent $200 on a tattoo instead of getting eyeglasses. Someone else duct taped a cracked radiator in the hopes that the wrecked car could be driven back home. And one other failed chemistry class again after the class withdrawal deadline passed again. I'm a mom, and so you can guess my first reaction was, what were you thinking? But that isn't very helpful. I have transitioned to, well, what do you want to do next? So be there to help make it through the tough times, whether it's making some fideo loco and just sitting there or listening over coffee. Guidepost 3, be generous. And generosity, it's not about money. Generosity is. Be generous with your time. You have that. Be generous with your experience. Be generous with your love, with your compassion. Be generous with your kindness. Be generous with your skills. And be generous with your connections. You have something to give, and giving makes you feel good. Generosity strengthens our bonds of the circle. We live far happier lives when we are generous in as many ways as possible. I am so proud and happy for you and for your families. Congratulations, class of 2022. I hope you have long and fabulous and successful lives.
Yes, ma'am. With the class of 2022, please stand. Trustee Ozuna, I do hereby certify that all of the students standing before you this evening have met the state requirements of the completion of high school and graduation from the Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheatley.
By the authority vested in me, I hereby accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration of the Young Men's Leadership Academy and declare the assembled candidates qualified for the award about to be presented. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend my personal congratulations to each member of the Young Men's Leadership Academy class of 2022 and wish you continued success. Please be seated.
Seniors, this is the moment your families and you have been waiting for. Families, please join me in making graduation a memorable occasion by recognizing our outstanding graduates with your applause as they cross the stage. Graduates, faculty, and staff members will assist you as you come up to the stage one row at a time. Will the graduates of 2022 please come forward?
You'll cue me, right? To say it. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I can't hear it. Jeremiah Jace McDonald earned the Dean's and Trustees Scholarships and will be attending Laterno University. Edgar Maximiliano Rodriguez earned the Provost and University scholarships and will be attending the University of Notre Dame. Henry Anthony Campos earned the Bold Promise Recipient Scholarship and will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Jonathan Christopher Rodriguez earned the Texas State Merit Scholarship and will be attending Texas State University. Nathaniel Gregory Borrego will be attending the University of Oregon. Eric Vincent Bostic will be attending Northwest Vista College. Julian Alberto Cantu will be attending Texas Tech University. Lorenzo Carrion Jr. will be attending San Antonio College. Aiden Joel Falan will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio. Giovanni Lee Filoteo will be attending St. Philip's College. Isaiah Gavin Garcia will be attending San Antonio College. Tristan Edward Garza will be attending Texas Tech University. Eduardo Jose Gonzalez will be pursuing a career in management. Omarion Maitel Hall Griffin will be attending San Antonio College. Adolfo Angel Hernandez will be attending St. Philip's College. Jalen Jarrell Jenkins will be attending San Antonio College. Brandon Cole Mancias will be attending Texas A&M University at Corpus Christi. Noah Nicholas Medina will be serving our country in the United States Navy. Renee Charles Bettis will be attending Palo Alto College. Cameron Trayvon Zaire Richardson will be attending San Antonio College. Evan James Rivera Gonzalez will be attending Texas A&M University at Corpus Christi. Devon J. Smith will be attending San Antonio College. Aaron Robert Torres will continue his education through SAISD via the Adult Years Vocation Program. Desmond Giovanni Whitaker will be attending San Antonio College.
Jonathan Rodriguez, Senior Class Vice President, will now lead the graduates in the turning of the tassels. Will the class of 2022 please stand? I was waiting on an explosion there. There- It's like, I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Please help our custodial staff by throwing out any trash that you have. Drive safely. Have a great evening. And one big special props to the only band in the city to perform at graduation, your YMLA Lion Band. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations to our graduates, family, and friends. San Antonio ISD is proud of the class of 2022. Thank you for being here for this memorable occasion. Please remember, you can relive today's graduation ceremony by visiting our district website. You can click www.saisd.net/graduation 2022. There you can view an archived live stream of the graduation. And we are on social media. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at San Antonio ISD, on YouTube at SAISD Communications, and on Twitter at SAISD. Everyone will have the opportunity to greet their graduates outside in the parking lot area. As you exit, please continue to practice social distancing. And please remember to pick up your trash and take it with you. We have trash cans located at all exits where you can place your trash. Again, thank you for your support. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good luck, class of 2022.